Gotta do a couple things before we get started. All right. Now just gotta let peeps know. I realized that it's really dark. What if I do that? Yeah, I'm just I noticed it's really dark right behind me. It's because there's no backlight. Just gonna let the Discord server know. All right. All right. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, hi Ace is cute. Glad to see you back here. But yeah, we are back live streaming once again for week 4, or the end of week 4, I should say. And yeah, that was definitely a week of Big Brother. Just double checking something. Nope, that's not what I wanted to see. Okay. But yeah, so since I made my video the other day, the flip did go back, so it looks like Jag is probably going home tonight. Which, on one hand, is a bit unfortunate because I feel like, like in general, it's like I'd rather see Jag around than Blue, and I feel like there'll be this whole debate over like obviously whether Jag is like a better player than Blue, which I think he is, but hasn't really been playing well. And I feel like at this point, like it is what it is. But the fact that America was talking to him about how, I believe it was America, right? Yeah, but the fact that America was literally telling Jag like yesterday that he shouldn't be trusting the Suri side, that they were doing this before with Riley, saying that, oh, you're going to be safe when they're not, only for Jag to not really believe that. Yeah, that's not ideal. Not ideal. Really, outside of that, a lot of his gameplay during the past week was pretty bad. So it is a little annoying that we still have like a lot of streams, or at least a lot of like really jam-packed live feed updates where we're sort of being put on this roller coaster of like this flip is like, oh, the street side's like playing around, they're gonna flip, but then they don't flip. It's kind of annoying that they're doing this so much and they're kind of getting away with it. Like I feel like at some points, like if you're gonna make a flip, like make a flip, like give us a blindside basically. So I don't know. I find that a bit annoying. But yeah, and also we have the twist, which I feel like it could have gone better. Like with like the fact that obviously we now know that Matt has the power, which on paper or at least a couple days ago would have been fine. except Matt is now kind of aligned with Suri, and literally he told Suri like right after getting it that he gotten it, and it seems like at this point he's just gonna do like what Suri wants. Like I feel like at the beginning of the week it would have been interesting, like as he could have potentially like tried to use it to save Jag, as Matt was one of the people pushing to save Jag earlier in the week. But at this point, like he's pretty much in bed with Suri. And I guess on that end, like with the power going to Suri, like it's pretty much. I feel like it has a lot of potential to like really slow down the gameplay to the point where it's like the Suri side will probably be in a strong position for the next couple weeks, which is annoying, but that's just the nature of the game. Anywho, I guess we can play some cribbage. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's also not what I wanted. Yeah, I should have this open. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions or like just talk about what's been happening with the game and stuff. How do I make this more ideal? Yeah, that's probably fine. Right. It wasn't ideal. But anyway, like the season's been like good. I still think the season's been pretty good so far. Yeah, I should not have given up that four. Can you show us an elimination game? I forgot who I picked. Yeah, I can pull that up. Does this show us what's going on? Okay, so let's go to the elimination game. I have not updated this yet. Who's going home tonight? It looks like it's gonna be Jag. The flip, like it seems like a couple things had led to the flip, like mainly stopping, with the main one being the twist, where it's like at this point, like the twist like has made it so that people don't really want to shake the boat. You also had the fact that Jared was fighting kind of hard. Like, mind you, Jared himself was not super persuasive, but like it was like a factor. And yeah, like Core and America are completely against Jag at this point as well. Anyway, so we got the games here. So we're definitely gonna have people losing picks tonight. Decent onslaught actually. Like, yeah, several people. But let's talk. Let's go to the. I'm gonna update this now. Why are Comerica against Jag? Well, Corey at least is very anti Jag, and a lot of that was because earlier in the week, America basically was telling Jag that there was this alliance. Like she was basically referring to like the for real alliance that Corey and America had kind of built last week with the Suri Corps. So America kind of leaked that group to Jag as a way of trying to get him to not trust Izzy, but Jag ended up leaking it to Izzy and Suri's side anyway. So now, like, that information has now made Corey and America standing considerably worse with the Suri side. So Corey's like pretty mad at Jag because of that. Um, America's not as against Jag, but Corey for sure is. And I think at this point, like America's been like pretty frustrated with Jag over him not seeing that the Suri side has been like playing him. But anyway, let's update the picks. Survivor pool. So when was the deadline? It was 27th at 8. Okay. All right, so I picked Corey. Um, no, they're not in the game. Scarlet Moon, you picked red. Q Boy 51 picked red. Pinky picked red. Colin picked red. Blaze picked Corey. Aces Cute picked red. Jay Lee picked red. And Adrala picked red. I literally went from the most recent up. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. So again, pretty clear spread here. No one's going out this week. And really, like, yeah, really, I feel like for the most part, these are good picks. Like, I feel like Red and Corey are like. I mean, I feel like Red's more of a short term target than Red. I mean, Red's more of a short term target than Corey is. But I feel like Cameron's gonna go before Red. So like I'm partially banking on like Cameron like not winning the veto or something, or maybe even like America being targeted. Obviously, I already picked both of them. But all in all, like decent week picking wise. Cameron's going home week most likely. I feel like the three most likely targets coming in the next week right now are Cameron, Red, and America. I feel like Cameron will be like the main target. Although, like, if something happens with the veto, I could very easily see it falling to America or Red. I mean, even Corey's not 100% safe, so I feel like a lot of that will be dependent on what happens there. But in general, I feel like Red and Corey are decent enough picks here, especially considering most people have already like picked Cameron like in previous weeks. So yeah, that's sort of where I stand on that. So yeah, that's what the game's looking like. No one's going home there. The draft is a different story. It looks like several people will be losing their picks tonight. Or at least if Jag goes home, they'll be losing their picks. No one picked Blue, so I feel like if Blue goes home, like you might get lucky here. But I feel like if the scenario that's been happening will happen, I feel like a lot of people are going to lose their picks tonight. And I'm also going to lose my winner pick, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, wait. What does Matt winning this power mean? Well, it basically means that he's basically going to be doing like what Suri wants, pretty much. Which is annoying because like earlier in the week he was like more in favor of like uh keeping Jag, but I feel like at this point like he's like sort of recognizing that like maybe that's not the right return because I feel like getting rid of Jag is probably not good for Matt's game, but that's seems to be where his head is at this point. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good. Who's Corey targeting if he wins HOH? I think he be going. I think he. I think he'll probably just go for like Hammer Red at this point because like America had actually talked about like the possibility of like targeting like the Suri side this week. However, like Corey was actually the one to talk her out of that. So like I found that to be pretty funny, but I don't know. I feel like if Corey wins, he'll probably just do like something safe, which he probably shouldn't. But that's Corey for you. What should I do here? Yeah, I just gotta do gotta bite the bullet. Who do you think played the best this week? Well, that is. I feel like that's sort of a tough question because I feel like a number of people played questionably this week. I feel like the answer is probably is it Mimi? Because I would have said Matt. I would have thrown Matt into that conversation earlier, but I would have said Matt earlier this week, but I don't know. I feel like the way that Matt is like kind of just giving up on keeping Jag is a bit of an issue. I feel like Mimi is probably the only one that like I can say with confidence this week was good for her, or at least to a degree. Like, I mean, I feel like Cerie's still like probably in the best position moving forward. Where I feel like the way this whole week played out like went very well for her. What should I do here? We gotta do this. But I feel like again, like the fact that they wanted to keep Jag for a lot of the week was not ideal. And yes, while they are coming around to it now, like again, like the fact that there are now people that are picking up on their game, like people like Core in America, well, or at least America at least is like looking to target that side soon. That's not ideal. What should I do here? Oh, I might regret this. Of course. Suri has brainwashed the entire house. Not the entire house. Like there are definitely people that recognize that she needs to be taken out, like, or at least they need to be taken care of. Like even like there's even like some fractures forming within that core from this week, like with like Felicia and like Felicia was the one that rat out to Jared about like their final two, and that kind of got her into some trouble. So that's not ideal. Um, But I would still say Cerie's like in like a very solid spot still. Wait, no, why am I getting up for run? Yeah, this is probably the play. Hey William, how you doing? Jag won't be blindsided tonight. Uh, yeah, I mean, I feel like Jag will probably he has to know at least. Like, I feel like he'll probably like be told at the last second. I think he'll get the right message on the wall, the writing on the wall. Wait, yeah, I won. I want America casting a sympathy vote. I mean, I don't think she'll do that. Like, yeah, I gotta do it. Yeah, I'm seeing it being another like unanimous vote. I think. I mean, there is kind of a chance that America could take a stand here, but I feel like Core will talk her out of it. I think. Yeah, I did not play that optimally. Oh boy, I can't really build anything with this. Yeah, I gotta maximize my points. God damn it. Yeah, yeah. This game, like, I feel like this game is like not going my way here. Jared is this celebrity spoiler bratty heir, spoiled little bratty heir. Yeah, I could have done that better. Yeah, to a degree. Like I mean, obviously, there's a lot you could say about Jared at this point. You know, like stuff that I wouldn't necessarily disagree with, but he is still like, I mean, he's gonna be in a good position moving forward. Like, I mean, he is probably getting his way here. I mean, I don't know how much credit you really give him for that, but like, he is getting his better case scenario with like Blue staying, especially with Jag talking about like how like Jared's playing the middle and that he shouldn't be trusted. Yeah, I gotta get rid of these. Yeah, so I feel like this is probably yeah, I feel like Jared's gonna come out of this just fine. In a Felicia, Izzy, Jared, Suri Final Four, Suri wins no matter what. Uh I think it's hard because like I feel like if they're in that scenario, I feel like Suri's gonna try to like ensure that Jared wins. I mean, I feel like there's a because I feel like in that final four, I mean, there's a decent chance that Jared could just win out, or at least one would think he would win out from that point. I mean, though you never know. And at that point, like, yeah, Jared will be too hated by the jury. I mean, I think the thing though is like I feel like Suri will probably just try to get to the end with Jared, and at that point, like try to make her case for why Jared should win. Now, will it work? I mean, yeah, we'll see, I guess. But I feel like as long as they both, I feel like their aim is to get to the end together. Obviously, you know what I mean, family and everything. Um, who got voted out? Well, no one's been voted out yet, but uh, it's looking like Jag will be going. Wow, I did not play that well. What? Huh. I don't think Suri would give up again to Jared if it means Jared voted out straight away or losing a jury vote. I mean, I feel I feel like Suri's gonna try to do what she can to make sure that both her and Jared get to the end together. But I mean, I feel like at that point, it's like I feel like I feel like Suri would want Jared to have this experience more. That she would want Jared to have it basically over her. I mean, it's possible it may not work out that way, but I feel like that's gonna be what she tries to go for. Oh wow. Yeah, the question though is can they really get there all intact? I feel like that'll be a big question because right now, there's a lot of I feel like there's still a decent amount up in the air with uh whether Jared can get all the way to the end or if he'll be sort of like Kyle where he has a bit of a downfall. I mean, not maybe not in the same way, but in the sense that Jared is able Jared really screws up his game to the point where he is taken out. I could see that happening. I feel like Jared's been playing in a way to where eventually he could just be a liability. Well, I got four kings. Jared's the only player that doesn't study his days. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, I feel like that could really come back to bite him at the end. It's for my crib. Yeah, I kind of walked into that one. Thoughts on Jared mocking Corey about how there's no way Corey is voted by America to get the power because nobody likes him. It's not good. Uh, yeah, I mean, I feel like it probably shows a bit of ego on Jared's end. And I know that's been a debate on the RHAP podcast about how Corey is Corey's sort of offending the likes of Cameron and Red due to his perceived masculinity, where it's they are coming off as one form of masculine, while they see Corey as being a bit of a dweeb. Yet Corey is the one in a showmance with America, while they aren't, and I feel they've been talking about how that has led to Red not liking America anymore. So I feel like it's an interesting, definitely an interesting stuff that's been happening over there. Well, and I feel like some of that could be something similar to Jared, especially with how Jared has sort of embodied these issues with toxic masculinity with even the way that he's been talking about women when he was first starting to get with Blue. I feel like it's largely an extension of that. I mean, it's not great, but it's definitely making for an interesting case study. Oh, nothing. Nothing in the crib. Let's rock the play. I'm getting crushed here. This from my crib. So I'm trying to think of something else to talk about. So, so I guess I can also talk a bit about the stock watch where I basically this week I basically went all in on Suri, and then with my remaining money I bought a share of Felicia. So I feel like that's just me like going all in on me thinking that this power is just gonna make it easier for the Suri side to have control for the next few weeks. Who is your favorite character? Yeah, probably Corey. I mean, I feel like Corey is definitely the person I relate to the most. Hmm. Yeah, so again, I like Corey. You know, like Suri is like good TV as usual. I like her a lot. Felicia has her moments. Yeah, I got an insane hand here. Um, yeah, we need a check. Ah, thoughts on Condom Gate? Well, I mean, obviously, it's not the first time that has happened in the Big Brother house. Probably won't be the last, but yeah, it largely checks out. I mean, it was pretty funny seeing it all like play on the feeds, like where it cut to them like trying to clean up the couch afterwards, and that was not ideal. Not ideal. Wait, this is my crib. Yeah, probably do this. Yeah, but it was still funny, like seeing like a lot of people's reactions, and I was actually a little surprised they even featured it on the show. Like, I didn't think they would actually highlight that on the show, but yeah, I mean, it made for a good moment at least. Which, speaking of which, I know I talked about it last night on the server, but yeah, I feel like this week has not been like that good at depicting like everything that's happened, particularly with like the Corey in America sliding. Like I feel like that's not been great. I also feel like the way they've been presenting Blue is not entirely accurate. Obviously, where it's like they so like they show like the scene where like Jared's like revealing the secret, right? And they literally like show like the bit of him saying like Mama Felicia, which you would think is implying that Jared is deliberately trying to throw off the scent here by basically coming up with this lie that Felicia is his mom, Which, if you're taking that at face value, it's like, why is he doing that? Like, what? Why is he like doing that? Like what value does it say to him even saying that his mom is in the house if he's not even gonna be upfront about it, like deliberately at least? So I found that weird. But then it showed Blue in the DR like talking about how like she's like noticing like, it's either Felicia or Suri, and I see the hints. I'm leaning Suri. It's like, no, you're not. Shut up. No, you're not. You think it's Felicia. So that's dumb. Yeah, Jared told Blue to test her like a dog. Yeah, you could say that. Uh, hey Raccoon, how you doing? We're here to watch some Big Brother. So yeah, it's like they definitely like have shielded Blue from a lot of stupid stuff that she's been doing last week. Who's getting evicted? It's looking like Jared at this point, from what I've last heard. It seems like the twist has largely killed off any talk of there being a flip, so it's probably going to be Jag going home. Yeah, probably this. Oh yeah, I meant Jag. Yeah, I know I'm not the first person to do that, but yeah, I meant to say Jag. Uh, yeah, it's not the first time that I've confused like Jag and Jared. That's lame. Blue is useless. Jag is cool, but how could you how could you strip away these star-crossed lovers? Like, are you some like heartless monster? Like Jared and Blue, they are meant to be, you know. This is a lover's home, the Big Brother house. So yeah, I didn't like the way they presented that. Then you also have wait, what am I doing? Yeah, yeah. So you have that. You also leave out all the stuff with core in America, with like America ratting everything out and like people not trust. I mean, they'll probably show that on the tonight's episode, but it's like tonight's episode's. I feel like tonight's episode's gonna be packed as it is because it's like you have like all this extra stuff. Like you have to show like the twist. You have to show like the competition. You have to show like Matt getting the twist and everything. You have to show like the potential flip. I mean, to be fair, that's not gonna take that much time. But even then, it's like it's gonna be hard to like fit in like the Jared, I mean the Corey and America stuff even within because it's like it doesn't affect the eviction this week's eviction too much because like yeah like it shows that Jared Corey doesn't like Jag, but it's like that's not really gonna like affect the vote or anything because it's like Corey and America have largely been left out of like the plans and stuff. So yeah, I mean they're probably gonna put it into next week, probably if it looks like America or Corey will be targeted. But it's like otherwise they're not gonna show it, which is like really unfortunate. But it's like that's just the state that we're in. Story starting next week or the week after. I assume it's starting next week because yeah. So we're going from 13 to 12, right? So 13 to 12 uh so like, we're probably gonna have one more week of pre-jury probably. And then we're gonna get to 11. I did not watch BB17 feeds. I was not watching Big Brother at the time. Wait, no, why am I doing that? Yeah, I had to bite the bullet. AmeriCorey is better than Jared and Blue. I would agree. I mean, I don't really care that much about. Oh man, yeah, I got outflanked. I mean, to be fair, like I don't care much for showmances to begin with, but I mean, yeah, I mean it's like Core in America is better than Jared and Blue. I am kind of annoyed about it though because it's like it's caused Corey to not be as focused on the game, which in turn has also contributed to like his position declining. So I feel like that's not ideal. But like if we're just looking at like the showman itself, it's like not that bad. Um yeah, week after. My boy Corey better not be pre-jury. Well, me neither. I need Corey to stick around. I need Corey to be on that jury. What we got here. Gotta make sacrifices. Um, Nerd guy Corey bagging a 10 is very inspiring. I guess. Corey's poor reads on America. Kind of like I think he recognizes like what she's doing to a degree, but it's like really I think a lot of it's because it's like what other option does he have at this point? He shouldn't try to let America go, and Corey says no. Yeah. But yeah. Also the show's starting in a couple minutes, so oh probably once I finish this game I'll probably just watch it. The feeds are great. Yeah, they've been a lot of fun. Feeds are great, show is bad. Yeah, I've been loving the show and how it's been depicting certain things, but I mean, you could definitely do worse. Doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, I should have done. Oh well. Gameplay is meh. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like there's a lot of like not great players in the game, obviously, but it's like at least it's been kind of dynamic, kind of. Yeah, I should have done 6 and 9. Actually, no, if I did that, I wouldn't have the run. This is not a good crib. The girl should have set on voting Jag instead of trying to vote out Jared's showmance. Like I understand. Oh, what? Oh. Yeah, I mean, cause yeah, you're right. It's like the Cerise side should be voting out Jag because it's like Jag is like someone that's obviously a more capable player. He's also someone that will be he's also someone that can give Matt more options moving forward. So I feel like yeah, they should be getting rid of Jag, but it's like as usual, like they lose sight of things. So like I feel like they've been kind of misguided, but at least they did kind of back up into their proper decision. Oh well, so that's that. Yeah, so probably just like focus more on the show now. Yeah, I mean Jag's definitely like more connected. Like he's probably gonna play the game more, at least in blue, at least. But yeah, he is someone that I'd be more worried about long term than blue. I mean, Blue is also someone that you like again is close to Jared, someone that so you have an extra number, someone that doesn't really have anyone else, especially if you take out Jag. Um, so yeah, I feel like 100% it was the best move to get rid of Jag for the Cerise side, and it seems like that's what they'll be doing. Yeah, I should probably switch this back to. I did also see there was an Amazing Race cast that came out recently. Yeah, it was the Amazing Race 35 cast. So is it on Parade? Right. Does this include bios? Yeah, I'll just look at the cast now, like since I have nothing better to do. So let's look at this cast here. So first up, we got um, Alexandra and Sheridan, 34, 39, 34, 29. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna like do like a formal like assessment here. I'm probably just gonna like look through their names. So Ashley and Todd. I should also put on my headphones because the show's about to start. It's bad for Corey in America to lose Jet. Yeah, I mean, for Corey, like Jag going is actually better because I mean, yeah, because Jag was like kind of throwing him on the bus to a degree. Yeah, so like I'm seeing like Price is Right there talking about Bob Barker who passed away. We got Elizabeth and Ileana. Got Greg and John. Interesting. We got Jocelyn and Victor. Got Joe and Ian. Got Joel and Garrett. Got Liam and Jeremy. All right, Joe's starting by the way. Right. Yeah, they're doing the recap right now. Yeah, they're still doing the recap, so nothing too crazy happening yet. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll have it right here. Yeah, they're hopping up the power now. On Big Brother. And oh, they're doing the opening tonight. Do you love the opening? Yeah, I like the opening. Like it's like I feel like it's pretty cool. Like like I like the way they remix the music. Like I like a lot of the dances that they do too. Like I don't know, I find Heisem's kind of mesmerizing, where it's like kind of this action over here. Red is one of the worst BB players in my opinion. He's definitely bad. I mean, I don't know if I'd say he's the worst. I mean, because he does show some awareness sometimes. He does occasionally have like flashes of awareness, but he's also like pretty actively bad. Like, yeah, that's another thing the show hasn't really highlighted much. Is just how much he contributed to Cameron's HOH being as bad as it was and as ineffective as it was. Cam listened too much to Red. Yeah, 100. Yeah, pretty much. Because I believe Cam wanted to make a bigger move. And Red was the one. Red was the one actively like shooting Cam down every single time. Like he like even considered the notion of playing for himself. Cam has better instincts than Red. I mean, slightly, but yeah, it's not great that Cam was even listening to Red to begin with. So I feel like yeah, they're both pretty bad. All right, so right now Jag is talking with Suri. Matt should save Jag with the power, but he won't because he's such a Suri. Yeah, I think Matt losing Jag isn't great. Like that's part of the reason why I had him like as high as he was, because like he was trying to save Jag. Like he was, and it was his pitch that got the Suri side to seriously consider that. But yeah, it's like I feel like I don't know if he's like given up or if he just doesn't like care that much, or I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he could have like had it both ways. I feel like, but yeah, it doesn't look like he's gonna be using it. All right, so now they're talking about the whole flip, and looks like they're presenting it as Cam and Red working behind their back. Yeah, yeah, that's not entirely accurate. I mean, the pitch that Matt made that got them on their side, really, or his main one, was like Jag is just a better competitor to take on like Matt and Cam Red. Suri want to vote out Red over Cam, but Red trusts more Suri more than Cam does. Yeah, that's the thing. Red does technically trust Suri more. Like Red is 100% loyal to the Suri side. The issue is that the Suri side doesn't trust Red at all. Now I feel like that's a big problem with Red at this point. All right, now they're showing the Suri and Jared conversation where Suri's telling Jared that Blue's going. Yeah, so they're showing like the back and forth happening right now. The issue with Red is that he's not a logical player, and I get why Suri is sus of him. Yeah, it's not looking great. Yeah, I feel like that is part of. I think a big part of Red's problem. I think some of it is like, again, I know Terrence talked about this too, but Suri is kind of overestimating a lot of these players. I mean, I feel like Red and Bowie are really falling victim to this, where it's like the Suri side thinks that players like Red and Bowie are talking way more game and they're acting way more strategically than they actually are. And they feel like through that, like it makes it hard for people like them to just like play genuinely because it's like it's making because a lot of it comes off. It's like there's no way that they can't have anything going on. There's no way that they're this bad, but they are this bad. Probably. And now they're showing the introducing the twist. Three calling Jared stupid. Yeah. Well, Jared is kind of stupid sometimes. All right, now they're showing the twist here. Right. Yeah. So what I'm so obviously like they're gonna have like each peer person going one at a time to learn that they competed or they're eligible. Like I'm just wondering, like, are they making like if you don't get selected, like, did they just make you stand in like the room for a real long time to keep up appearances? I mean, I would assume so. All right, but we are going to commercial break first. Yeah, I'm just looking at the Discord server right now. There's actually like I know there's some people in there that are thinking the power will be used. So we actually didn't get any confirmation. So like even with like what I said earlier, it's like we actually have not gotten confirmation over whether the power was used or not. It did seem based on like the feeds and stuff that Matt was just going to do what Suri wanted. I mean, there was no indication that Matt did in fact use the power or not. But yeah, I know there are some people that are saying that in the Discord, they're saying that the power has been used, and they're pointing to things in the edit, like the fact that they show the intro in the episode. I mean, I don't really think that's much of a factor, but now like I see like Kuboy's comment about how Suri said that how they showed Suri in DR saying that without Jared's vote that they may not have the ability to save Jag. Again, like I mean, I don't know how much to read into that, given that like they literally just had that day to turn it around. So I don't know. Like, I mean, I would prefer the power to be used. I feel like Matt saving Jag would be better for his game. But I feel like based on the behavior that we've seen Matt so far in the last day or so, like it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. But I'd be happy if I were wrong there. I hope Suri doesn't win, but she most likely will at this point. Yeah, probably her or Jared are the most likely realistic winners. Like I know I have Jared a bit lower, but that's mainly because of how poorly the game went for him this week. But yeah, I feel like as long as Suri's there, like I feel like Jared will be in a solid spot, long term at least. All right, we are back from commercial. Jared can't. He's too misogynistic. Uh, I mean, we'll see what happens. All right, so they're showing the people coming in one at a time. You remember Ty BB Can? Yeah, I do remember. I remember Ty. Yeah, but I feel like the thing with Ty, it's like Ty just started winning a whole bunch of comps, and then that allowed him to really gain a lot of respect. Kind of. Yeah, they're just showing like the people like getting finding out like how they did. Claudia's not a good player. I would agree. The comp has to take some time too. Yeah, it's true. I mean, but the thing is, like, even if the power is used, then they still have to do the vote because how the power works is that Matt would have to say like the morning of like who he wants to save. So let's say he did use the power. He says, I want to save Jag. They still have to have the vote anyway, because how it works is that if Jag gets the most votes and would be evicted, then the power comes into play. But if Blue were evicted in a spot where he did use the power, then obviously the eviction would play out as normal. So no matter what, they would need to show the vote anyway. And like, given that they are not, I mean, I guess you could say that. I mean, I guess you could say that they could cut time out of the interview. I guess, but I don't know. Like maybe they could cut to like a HOH right away. If it's Suri VR, um, Suri sucks in comps. Yeah, she's not the best. All right, so it's literally just sliding a ball down the snake thing. Yeah, Suri's just kind of sucking at this. Yeah, Cerie's really struggling here. Yeah, so it's just gonna be fastest time wins probably. All right, so now we're seeing Corey do the comp. Cerie's shoes are cool. Oh, I didn't notice her shoes. Like, what is she wearing? Oh, decorated congers. I don't even. What are those? Yeah, I mean, I'm no fashion expert, so I don't know what they are. Yeah, so yeah, it's Corey, Cerie, Matt, and Jag. All right, now we're seeing Mac and Pete. Alrighty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're kind of dunking on Blue a little bit. Uh, how did this beat Corey? Yeah, they usually do that. Like, yeah, they're showing Jag now. But yeah, like I know, like in a lot of these time comps, they don't really like they try not to be too obvious, like with how like up out in front the winner is usually. All right, so they're showing Jag right now. What was your favorite BB finale episode? I mean, I really enjoyed the BB Can 10 finale. Like I still remember my reaction to that, where I was so convinced that Kevin was going home if he lost Final 3 HOH. Like you literally have it coming down to Josh and Kevin in part 3. And it was like so intense, like because it's like you assume that Josh would be better at his days, and like you see like Kevin getting the first question wrong, and I was like, oh no, it's over. But then Josh gets one wrong, and then Kevin's able to come back and force a tie. We get the tie. We get the tie, and Josh wins it. It's like, okay, now the game's over. Oh, that's unfortunate. But then Josh takes Kevin. So like I feel like it was just such a roller coaster for me when I was watching it. And to be fair, I was streaming it too, but yeah, I feel like that's probably my favorite Big Brother finale. Because usually Big Brother finales like aren't really that exciting. I mean, it's because like you usually know like what the outcomes are going to be, but it's like I feel like not only the outcome but the way that it happened was pretty cool. The whoa whoa wah 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 soundboard on Blue. Yeah, they needed to show that. You can't show Blue too positively now. Most boring finale was BB16. Yeah, yeah, because wasn't Victoria locked out of part 3? Yeah, yeah, part 3 is like Cody and Derek take each other and like they both got the part 3 together, so yeah, it's not ideal. Uh Cody and Derek were taking yeah, Cody gave up the game for friendship. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Though to be fair, Derek would have also taken Cody. So yeah, so they both were putting friendship first. So yeah, I've been like seeing like more talk in the Discord about how like maybe Matt used the power. I mean, again like I'm not overly hopeful based on like what we've been seeing. But if Matt does end up using it, that would be pretty hype. Yeah, we are still at commercial. All right, so yes, they'll probably just reveal who won. They'll reveal Matt winning it, and then they'll go back to commercial, probably. All right, so they'll probably have people come into the diary room one at a time for the results. Ooh, ooh. Mm. All right, so they're just cutting. All right. So Suri was 12 minutes. Wow. Wait. Whoa. Corey was 53 seconds. Wait. So how fast was Matt? Well, 45 seconds. All right. All right. That's pretty good. Yeah, so yeah, Suri was 12 minutes. That's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, so Jag was a minute 14, Corey was 53 seconds, and Matt won with 45 seconds. Yeah, so looked like Corey was kind of close to winning it, which is a shame that Matt ended up winning it. Yeah, they're going. All right, so they're showing more stuff, more footage. All right, so showing Matt talking with Suri. It's showing him telling her about the power, which why are you sharing this? Yeah, he's just outlining it completely to her. All right, so what's next? They're showing Matt and Sri talking again. All right, so yeah, I feel like Matt's not gonna use it because they're gonna make it sound like that they're gonna again. This is probably gonna be the fake out, right? They're gonna make Suri seem like she's all about keeping Jag, and obviously Matt was also on board, but it's like I feel like it's just not gonna happen. Yeah, again, I think the eviction is gonna happen as normal. I think Jag's going home. Yeah, they're making it sound like they're gonna use it, but they're not. Maybe. All right, they're going to commercial, and now they're gonna show the vote. All right. So while we're at commercial, let's get the big board up. I did this before the show. No, I think it's 11. Nope. Who was it? One, two, three. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing someone. Oh yeah, Felicia. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it's 10 people voting. All right, here we go. All right. I vote a 10-0. Jag, you are evicted. Nah, you never mind. You stay. The power is used on you. So the eviction is canceled, and Cam can play in the HOA. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is that if the power is played and is successful, then Cam would be able to play in the next HOH. Do you feel to survive a backdoor or survive being the HOH target on the block? You need to campaign with the anti HOH sentiment. Yeah, I think that's usually the key. It's like to have like enough people be like opposed to like the HOH to where, or at least especially in modern Big Brother, it's like you need to like have to be like you have to be confident that the HOH will be like a target in the future, or like that many people are against them, to where you want to basically defy their wishes, basically, because that's usually like really the only way. Because like otherwise, it's like it's just way too easy to claim that, oh, I don't want to upset the HOH. I want to go with the house and stuff. It's like, even though it's like it's really just a cop out most of the time, but yeah, I feel like it's really like the main way that can happen at this point. Eric, Vanessa, and Nicole spread their back doors to the HOH. Yeah, that's true. Eric with the anti Donato vote. Yeah, so it's usually like you're making a stand. But anyway, we're back in commercial. Time for the vote. Yeah, I feel like if it's gonna be used, they're gonna try to hide it. All She did not just say kitty kitty purr unironically. That is correct. Your ears heard correctly. Oh my god. It's something in my eye. I have an eyelash in my eye. Okay, so red is up first. Probably be a vote for Jag. Here we go. What's gonna happen? All right. Right. We got Jared up next. All right. All right. Next up is Corey. All right. Corey is a vote for Jag. Probably get a commercial. No, not yet. We've got America casting her vote. America is a vote for Jag. All right, now we're going to commercial. Probably cut right back to Matt. And plus, like, especially since Matt told Suri that he has the power, like, it just doesn't make any sense for him to use it. Like, especially like against her wishes and stuff, because it's like it's just gonna paint such a target on his back because Suri could just easily reveal that Matt was the one that had the power. Do you find boring unanimous vote streaks? Yeah, they're pretty boring. Like, I understand, like, if I were a player in the house, like, I would obviously want to be in the majority, like, a lot, but yeah, it's not ideal. Like, I mean, this is possibly the fourth unanimous vote in a row, which is annoying. Yep, we're gonna be losing some picks here tonight. When do you think the votes will stop being unanimous? I mean, maybe there's like a really serious split, probably. Either that or someone, more than likely, someone just wanted to throw a hanky vote. Will the feeds come back in BB Can? I doubt it. I mean, I don't think they have a lot of incentive to do so at this point. Especially with how this past season played out, like I don't think they really have the the incentive to do so. Yeah, so like even if it's not necessarily the HOH, like usually like it'll be like in response to like backlash against a particular like force within the house. So yeah, like Josh survived the back door due to anti Kyle sentiment. That was an HOH case where it's the HOH. All right, so we're gonna get Matt out of the. I mean, it's still commercial for me. All right, so just saw a commercial for celebrity renovation where it's like the Mar Hamlin. Yeah, I don't know how many people here want to. Yeah, I don't know how many people here watch football, but I think it's funny that Boston Rob is renovating the Mar Hamlin's house. While pretty sure Moose didn't win veto, he would have gone home because he was so sketchy that even though allies like Herman Tisha didn't trust him. Yeah, that definitely did not help Kyle that week. While Josh was liked by everyone, do they want to keep him over Steph, who had no friends in the BB Can house? I think that made it easier for anti Kyle sentiment to take hold. I mean, but I feel like it's sort of a double edged sword where it's like I feel like had Kyle not blown up his skin the way that he did, it would have easily just been like, oh, it's like I like you, Josh, but gotta do what the house wants. Like I feel like you needed that like extra element in order to make it happen. All right, so we are still at commercial, which is interesting. Not sure why. I mean, I'm not completely ruling out the possibility that the power was used and that they're just taking up time. But like I feel like just going purely off like the content we've been seeing on the feeds and stuff, it just doesn't make sense. Like considering like how Matt acted in the last day after getting the power. So we'll see. Where do you assess Kevin Jacobs in BB Can BBUS player ranking? Pretty high. I feel like he could be high variance to a degree. I feel like that's probably a thing that makes me hold me back from putting him higher. But he's a very capable player. Like the way he navigated PB Cantan was pretty impressive. All right, time for Matt. All right, Matt. What do you do? All right, he has voted for Jag. Again, I think this probably means. Oh, it's three vote. Anyway, wait, what? Oh, whoops, wrong thing. All right, Suri has voted for Jag. Again, I think this probably means Matt did not use the power, but yeah, probably will be unanimous. I think this probably means that the power wasn't used. I know I didn't catch what Julie said though, so like I don't know if she confirmed it or not. Right, Felicia has a vote for Jag. So yeah, I think it means he didn't really use it. Though I could see an excuse for like him using it, but it's like again, like he told someone that he had the power, so it could very easily be diffused. So I think he just voted him out. All right, Izzy is a vote for Jag. We got Mimi. Mimi is a vote for Jag. And finally, we got Bowie. Yeah, they definitely have enough time to do an interview, so yeah, probably. Bowie is a vote for Jag. Julie seemed annoyed with Bowie a little bit. Ooh. That's unfortunate. I do feel bad for Jag. But yeah, that is tragic. Again, I still like Jag. Like, I think he is, like, I feel bad for him to a degree, like, with the way the game played out for him in a lot of ways. But yeah, he did not play the last week particularly well. But yeah, this stinks because I really wanted to see him do better. Yeah, the power wasn't used. Again, it didn't really make much sense for Matt to use the power in this position. Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, so it looks like he did use the power. Wow. Well, it was all for nothing. Wow. So the power was used, and Jag is still in the game. So let's just take out all these votes. Oh. I feel like some people feel like they thought Jag was the one to use this. Wow. Oh, where's Blue? All right. Yeah, I'm just sending some messages. Wow. Yeah, so so no one's out due to the draft here. Yeah, so it was specifically Q Boy and Steven in the Discord server. They were the ones saying that the power be used, but yeah, like they pointed out the edit and everything. Wow. Anyway, let's take a look at the chat here. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm pretty happy with. Again, I do like Jag. I think he played terribly this week, but I am glad like he's still like around for another day. Again, I mean, Matt has balls in this game. I don't know, like maybe he did have a conversation with Suri afterwards. I mean, it really did seem like at the time of the update that he wasn't going to use it, but maybe he did have one more conversation with Suri that resulted in like them realizing it makes sense. It's like because you're basically just resetting the week, and it's like really, it's like I mean, yeah, you're upsetting Cameron to a degree, but it's like Cameron's already on the outs, like so, like there's that. You can also like easily blame it on Matt in the future, so like I guess you could see it from that angle too. So I don't know. So I guess for clarification, um, so with the survivor pool, like I'll probably make an announcement in the Discord server. But basically, obviously no one's out. If you made a pick, you're safe. But that was your pick for the week, basically. I think that's probably the ruling I'm gonna have here. So like whoever you picked for this week, that's the person that you picked, and like we can just like live with that basically. All right. Yeah, I'm seeing like a whole bunch of reactions here. Yeah, Jag is shocked. Yeah, it's like showing Jared. I mean, at least this could, at least it could create some drama here. It's like, I mean, I feel like that's something at least. I mean, it is like, I mean, it does also, I mean, like, so like, I get like why like Matt would like vote for Jag in that spot, like again to potentially have some cover here. Which again, like, if he had a talk with Suri beforehand, like, I mean, sure, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know, like I still wish he hadn't told Suri ahead of time. But like I guess you could also say that it's his way of building trust with Suri in the future. And considering that like he knew that Suri was at least considering saving Jag, and it really was because of the twist that made her kind of back off for a lot of it. But like I could also see this like harming his position to a degree with some certain other players, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like I literally was just thinking about this too. It also means the twist is now out of the way. Like it's not gonna factor in the next week. Like you literally just use it, you get it over with. You know, like rip the band-aid off. Like it's not gonna affect the next. It's not gonna affect the next HOH. Like we can literally just go back to playing the game, but now with this extra layer of drama. And I get it. Like some people are gonna be mad. Like yeah, like the twist probably shouldn't have been there to begin with. But you know, like I felt like this could have played out a lot worse than what it did. Um, let's see. So now what? So we're basically just gonna have a reset round. We're gonna have an HOH. Cameron will be eligible to participate since there was no elimination. So Cameron can win the HOH next week, which would be interesting. But there's that. Um, yeah. So production got what they wanted. When I mean, I'll probably just like continue as normal. Like they're probably just like have like they're like double on the way or something like that. Did Suri explicitly tell Matt not to save Jag? I so from what the latest I understood, which was like earlier this morning, like it didn't seem like that was gonna happen. Like because I'm just looking back at my notes today. Yeah, so like as of this morning, Suri did not want Jag to stay in this spot. And I think in an ideal world, like yeah, like while she kind of wanted Jag to, because I think Suri recognized that Jared was pushing for Blue to stay. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's like while Jag staying in the game is like kind of it's like it's not that big. I don't think she would have wanted it that badly. But it's possible they could have also had a conversation. Like again, like I am not fully aware about everything that happened on the feeds. The latest I understood was that she did not want Jag to be saved here. Who cares about Cam? I mean, I don't. If Jag wins HOH, who does he target? I mean, probably just go for like. I mean, he'll probably just go for like, probably like, possibly Corey. I think realistically, it'll just be like Cam and Red. Like, I don't think he'll make like a super big move or anything. Yeah, Jared is mad. I mean, yeah, because Jag staying is not good for Jared's game. Like, so like I don't think he wanted that to happen. What's no Jag? It was probably just a message saying that the eviction was canceled and that he'd been stayed and stuff. Does this mean there's a double eviction on the pipeline? Probably. There probably was gonna be one anyway, but it's like I think had the twist not been used, they probably would have gone for like either like two doubles or they would have done like a triple or like a double and a triple. But I feel like now they'll probably just have like again maybe probably like a double, probably like a split house week. But aside from that, like I don't think it changes too much. Voice chat in the Discord should be used more often. I'm not like a big voice chat person. Like I feel like a lot of times like again, I'm not like super active like on voice chats and stuff, but it's like I don't mind like people using like a voice chat. Like I wouldn't be opposed to it. Yeah, that's the thing I'm thinking about. It's like Twist is gone. It's not gonna be a factor next week. Like we can just like continue to play the game as normal. You should host an org. I should not host an org. I feel like I mean I've been on like the hosting teams for like an org before, but like I've never been like the main like creator of it. And they're time consuming. Like they can definitely take up a good chunk of my time, and I feel like I wouldn't have the time to like create an org from the ground up basically. I have a gut feeling Cameron could be in major trouble next week. I mean, he was already in trouble coming in next week, but it's like obviously this isn't ideal. There's a place for double only to fit in the schedule. I mean, okay. Again, like I could see like it taking a week off. Well, no, like because like now, yeah, never mind. Yeah, I know Bryce isn't happy right now. Yeah, yeah, weird stuff is happening in the Discord right now. Yeah, I'm just seeing what's happening right now. Does Suri benefit from the power being used? Not inherently, I don't think, because Jags again, like I feel like Blue staying is better for Suri's game than Jag. And plus, I feel like now with Jag staying, it just gives the likes of Corey, it gives the likes of America specifically more of an opportunity to potentially like turn Jag against them, especially when the vote again, like because Jag obviously knows that the vote was there to take him out, especially now after that he was promised safety, and now that he's staying in the game, I feel like that could potentially be used against him. I feel like this is definitely going to be interesting, but like I feel again, like I don't know the full context yet. I mean, we'll probably find out soon, like what all this means and whether Suri really had a hand in this or gave permission or not. But if Matt just acted on his own, like if he just went like AWOL, honestly, I think that'd be kind of cool, if you ask me. But we'll see what happens because I feel like Matt is the one that benefits the most from Jag staying in the game. Him and Mimi probably benefit the most from all this. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I think the next couple of days will be pretty interesting to see like the fallout of a lot of this, or at least I hope it, or at least I hope so. What else is there? If Suri told Matt to use it, I'd BR like I'd be like Matt. Oh, so you mean like you would have used it? Oh, or you're saying like Matt would have been a sheep if Sharia told him to use it? Yeah, I mean that would have been not ideal. Yeah, so yeah, Bryce is not happy about what's been going on here. Yeah, but it's like again, I feel like conceptually having a twist like this is not ideal. Like, I mean, yeah, like you know how I feel like when it comes to like twists like this. But it's like we all know it's Big Brother. We all know it's not the first time they've done stuff like this. It's not even like the worst case of it happening. Like I feel like the way it was implemented could have been a lot worse. And again, I feel like I've already said this like several times. Had the power not been used, then next week it would have played more of a factor, and it would have either resulted in someone on the outs winning HOH, and they would have tried to make a big swing at like Suri or Izzy. Like let's say the power wasn't used and like America won HOH, she like put us like Suri and Izzy or something like crazy and something like that. Power gets used, all that gets nullified, and then America just a next boot. I mean, that would have sucked. I feel like this is probably I can live with this. I can live with like the power being used here. I get people to like certain households. Yeah, the audience was blindsided for the first time since Cody voting Nicole. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think this was happening. I thought the power was not being. I thought Matt was going to go along with the power not being used and Jag going home. I was pretty convinced of that. So yeah, it's been a little bit, but yeah, like I feel like I was a little blindsided tonight. But yeah, I mean, big props to Q Boy and Steven in the Discord for believing the that this would happen based on the edit. Yeah, I do give them credit for that. So yeah, so I should probably update the probably just update the the games. Probably just clarify what's gonna happen here. Imagine imagine if someone went all in on Jag, like, and then like Jag like wins HOH or something. Like imagine if Jag goes into like a 4 or a 5 or something. I mean, what is even like the what is even the payout if that happens? So Jag was at a 2 this week, right? So let's say so. Actually, no, it's not that great. I mean, yeah, because like if he went to a 3, it will only have been 6%. Goes into a 4, it's 15%. Goes into a 5, it's 39%. Is Jag going into a 5? Uh, will Jag go to a 5? I don't think it's likely, but that'd be so funny if someone went all in on Jag this week. Anyway, probably should update this draft. So I'm just updating the gains right now. All right, just did that. Yeah, lots going on in the chat right now. Yep. So like we're literally having the final 13 again. So yeah, I mean, pretty fun episode, pretty exciting stuff. Does anyone have anything else they want to talk about before we sign off? All right, not much is happening. I mean, there's still a good amount of people here in chat here watching, but so yeah, I mean, again, glad Twist is over with. Glad it's not gonna be a factor next week. Again, I consider this to be a bit of a blindside because I thought Suri had gotten to Matt's ear. I thought Matt was not going to use it, even though he was closer to Jag. I felt like he was doing this as a way of getting in closer with Suri, but clearly not. And I do applaud. I think I am coming around to this. I think I like. I think Matt probably made the right decision here. I do worry a bit about some of the fallout depending on how he handles it. I think there's definitely some pitfalls for him, but I think inherently, like, I mean, I'm glad Matt took a risk here. I mean, so I feel like that's definitely something I had to commend him for. And again, I'm excited for the feeds. Like, I think the feeds could be very chaotic. I'm sure there'll be a lot of fallout from this, and it'll be interesting to see what happens next. So if no one has anyone else has anything else to say, I'm probably going to sign off at this point. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Kind of glad Jack's still in the game. Hopefully he can recover from this, and hopefully we'll be able to have another fun week. So I'll be back again next week. If you haven't already, subscribe, like join the Discord server. Patreon's also a thing. I'm really glad you guys could stick around to this point. And yeah, I look forward to doing this again soon. So there we go. That is the live stream. See ya.